The morning air was sharp at 7:50, biting at the edges of the parking lot. Sam stood behind his grandfather, John, watching the line of seniors. It was not a queue, it was a militia. They stood with rigid, military posture, eyes locked onto the glass doors of the grocery store. Sam scanned the faces. Every jaw was set, every gaze fixed on the threshold. It felt as if the entire group were breathing in unison, holding their breath for the clock to strike 8. John leaned in, his movements slow and deliberate, his eyes never leaving the front of the line. He did not speak, but his hand tightened on the handle of his cane. The stillness was a physical weight, pressing against the glass, waiting for the lock to turn. Sam looked at his watch. 3 minutes remained. The silence deepened, turning the ordinary storefront into a fortress. Nothing moved. Not a leaf, not a person, not a heartbeat. The silence shattered. A man in his 30s, beard unkempt, strode past the entire line with a heavy, rhythmic swagger. He moved as if the sidewalk belonged to him alone, his gaze fixed greedily on the glass doors. He reached the front, his hand extending to grip the handle. Before his fingers could make contact, a cane tip tapped his shoulder. He turned. Emily stood there, silver hair catching the morning light. She offered a smile, but her eyes remained like frozen glass. She did not raise her voice. She simply reached out, took him by the elbow, and applied firm, steady pressure. She steered him back toward the parking lot, her pace unhurried and absolute. Bill stumbled, his arrogance faltering as he was guided 20 paces away. John leaned toward Sam, his expression unreadable, and whispered, "Watch this." The clock ticked forward, the tension returning. 5 minutes crawled by. Bill returned, his stride uneven, his face flushed with a dark, pulsating frustration. He bypassed the line again, ignoring the wall of silent figures. He reached for the handle once more, fingers curling toward the metal. A man, standing near the door, who had been motionless for 20 minutes, moved with the sudden, blurring speed of a striking viper. He did not shout. He did not hesitate. He delivered a short, precise jab directly into Bill's midsection, burying his knuckles into the soft tissue. Bill folded instantly, the air leaving his lungs in a sharp, wet wheeze. He dropped to his knees, his hands clawing at the pavement. The line remained perfectly calm. Not a single senior shifted. Not a single gaze wavered from the glass doors. Bill appeared a third time. He emerged from the parking lot, his movements jagged and hesitant. He stopped 10 feet away, his body shuddering with a rhythmic, uncontrollable tremor. He looked at the wall of seniors, his eyes wide and bloodshot. "Look," he yelled. "If you do not let me unlock the door, then none of you are going inside."